Welcome back, San Andreas, to the Useless News Fall Election Coverage 2024. We're joined this evening by the wonderful Jessica, who's standing to be one of your new state representatives. How are you doing this evening, Jessica?
I'm doing amazing. How about you?
Fantastic. Not too bad. Thank you very much for asking. And we're also joined by our illustrious illustrator, Effie.
Hello.
She's here to add a little bit extra satire when I go a little bit too political. So, Jessica, start us off with why on earth have you put your name down to be a state rep?
To be completely honest, I think it's just kind of a different kind of step on my journey. I spent a lot of time at PDM, Premium Deluxe Motorsport. I worked my way up through there, and I've been looking for something a little bit different. And I think this might be the next kind of step for me. And I look forward to possibly getting to work with the rest of the government, working with the governor and everything like that. Um, it's just a different part of my journey. I had a few friends that kind of convinced me that I could definitely be a wonderful state rep if I went for it. So I'm giving it a shot.
Fantastic. Certainly see the progression there, sort of from public life to public life. Effie, have you got any questions?
Yes, I have. So obviously you mentioned previously that you've worked in PDM before this. So obviously I'm going to give you this question. I'm sure everybody at home would love to know, me included. If you're a character from the movie Cars, which character would you be and why?
Ooh, hmm. That's
This
a
is quite a good
tough
question,
one.
isn't it? Yeah.
See, I don't know every character's name. Um, hmm. You know what? I'll go the king. The light blue car.
Mm.
Why would you choose him?
I don't know. Because like I feel like I can be like a leader in the pack, but I can also kind of step down and let others kind of take that throne. But I'll still be there to like be a support. But uh, everybody knows that I was there at the top at one point, and but I'm willing to give up and help people out from like the background. Honestly, I don't remember the Cars movies too much. All I remember is that he used to be really really good, and then things just kind of fell down. I'm not saying that things fell down for me, but I'm just kind of saying that I'm willing to step down and work with others.
And to move on to a sort of another question, are there any sort of bills or policies? What's your platform you're running on?
Mainly the relationship between the PD and the general public. In terms of like policies and anything like that, I'm gonna be completely transparent and honest. I don't have any political background, but with my kind of experience with like PDM and working my way up to being the co-owner, um, I feel like I can kind of make that change and work my way to making that progress. So I don't have like a definite answer right now on how I'm going to be doing that. I do know who I'm going to be working with and who I'm going to be trying to talk to that get that common ground between everybody.
So very interesting. Effie, go ahead.
Okay, another slightly more deviant question, off the reels for you. If you were a squirrel in charge of a group of 6 starving fellow squirrels, but you only had 5 nuts, how would you tackle this tricky situation?
Um, I'm gonna be honest, and I would give the 5 nuts to the 5 other squirrels, and I would go back out and try and find more. For
Selfless.
mm-hmm.
Very selfless. We love that. That was the hope answer we were hoping to hear. Back to you, Bill.
So, as of the bearing in mind, the wonderful world of editing and so on, as it stands in my brain at the moment, the contenders for governor are brother Jeremy and one of the Shelby brothers. Which would you rather work with?
I don't want to give a definitive answer or anything like that on who I would wish to work with. I will be talking to both of them and kind of see where each one is at and see where their lines are kind of crossed and see what they're trying to get done. So I don't have a perfect answer for you at this time.
You just say it's not a perfect answer. To be fair, despite trying to trip you up, I think you answered it perfectly. Clearly done your media training before coming to Useless News. You caught us out. Effie, back to you.
Okay, out of all the people currently either running or already in the state circuit, who would you most want to give a cake to?
Ooh. That's and anybody within like the state government or like anybody within like say like the government type
Anyone
work.
within state government circuit, either running or already in, the choice is yours, but you would have to give one of them a cake.
That's a tough question.
See, exactly. Effie here with the tough questions. You know, this is deep policy points. This may change the outcome of the election. This is far more important than any policy announcement.
I would say the governor that was originally elected. I know they're going through a lot of tough times, and I feel like they kind of need that shoulder. I understand that things happen, and I feel like they would need that cake to just kind of, be that person to let them know that times are going to be okay.
Very selfless, very selfless.
Interesting. So to wrap up our interview with you today, and again, thank you very much for joining us. Is there anything you'd like to sort of let the people at home know? Any sort of final remarks or any particular message you want to get out there before people go to the polls and cast their vote for who they want?
Honestly, just make the best choice that you feel will make the change here in the state. If I'm not that choice, that is perfectly fine. All that I ask is, just go out and vote, make your decision heard. And whoever becomes state rep, I hope they get the job done. If that would be me or someone else, just make your voice heard. Okay.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Jessica, for joining us.
Yeah.
Check out
Thank
the
you
rest of our interviews with the rest of the candidates. Take care, guys.